sometime. Here we go. Sometime. One, two, one, two, three.
Thank you. That was called Sometimes. This next piece is called Is It Real? Yeah. Say yeah. It is real. Here we go.
One, two, three, four. Thank you. And our last piece for this set, a tune arranged by Outkast called The Whole World. Here we go. Thank you, Pittsburgh.
I'm Rachel Weber, Program Assistant at City of Asylum, Pittsburgh.
Hi, and I'm Amy Gilligan. I'm the accounting manager. I'm the money person. So, and we're out here because we are going to announce the raffle winners. Remember when all you guys came in and you registered and we said there's going to be a raffle? Well, there really was. Okay, so winners, you can claim your prizes at the merchandise table after. Remember the one lighted table that everybody came to and said, is this registration? That's the merchandise table. So come see me at the merchandise table, and we have 4 winners tonight.
The first winner is Amanda McCombs, 15201. You have won the Dine Around Northside package. That's Amanda McCombs, 15201.
The second winner is Joe Zoratovic, 15005, and he's won the Family Fun Days on the North Side package.
The third winner is Ron Modrow, 15212, and he has won a little bit of everything for the Undecided package.
Congrats. And the fourth and final winner is Alexis Lotada, 15216, and she won the, he won the Allegheny City Central Night on the Town package. I hope he has a great night on the town. Raffle winners, you can pick up your prizes at the merchandise table in the registration area. Come see me after the concert.
Jazz Poetry launches a great season of events in Allegheny City Central. The Mexican War Street Society's annual House and Garden Tour is next week on Sunday, September 14th. In its 45th year, it is the oldest and finest house tour in the city of Pittsburgh.
Okay, during the tour, you can rest your feet and catch short readings of Pittsburgh authors at I Don't Know What I'd Do If I Couldn't Speak My Mind. Every 10 minutes, a different author reads, so come back often and listen to what they have to say. The event was invented by neighbor Adele Fournier, and this year's curator is Robert Walicki.
The Kente Arts Alliance will culminate its fall series with a concert on December 13th by the great Kenny Garrett.
And all fall and winter, City of Asylum will be sponsoring readings and musical events, and we'd love to see all of you there. And you can stay informed at our events page on our website, which is cityofasylumpittsburgh.org. So look forward to seeing you at all the upcoming events. And thank you all for attending today.
Thank you so much. Hello, my name is Silvia Duarte, and I am the program manager for City of Asylum Pittsburgh, and editor-in-chief of our online magazine, SamsoniaWay.org. Before coming to Pittsburgh in 2007, I was editor of one of the major independent newspapers in Guatemala. Today with us is a writer who personally knows how dangerous it can be to be a writer. He is the fourth exiled writer in residence at City of Asylum Pittsburgh. He is Israel Centeno from Venezuela.
Goodbye, Pittsburgh.
After writing his novel, The Conspiracy, Israel lost his job, was beaten up, and his arm was broken and threatened with divorce. It was not a good time, right, Israel?
No.
Now we are having a good time, so we can applaud for that. If you are a journalist like myself, Turkey, Iran, and China are the three worst countries in which to do your work. At City of Asylum, we are also affected in a personal way, since three of our friends and colleagues are from these countries. Our first writer in residence, Wang Yan. Sorry about that. Wang Yan is from China. Our newest writer in residence, Yaqub Jadali, is from Iran. And one of our columnists, Tariq Gornersel, is from Turkey. But not all is bad news. Over the past 3 years, freedom has increased from about a third to almost a half of the countries in the world, with a great decline in countries at the world's end.
So, how do the country of the writer here tonight rate for freedom of the press? I think you will be surprised. I was not surprised that Iran and Venezuela are so low in the list. Yaqub Jadali and I are in exile because of our writing. But to see that the US was the lowest rated country of the poets reading tonight, that was a surprise. There is a huge difference between the US and Venezuela, but please don't take freedom for granted. The freedom of expression, thank you. The freedom of expression that the poets will celebrate tonight is precious. And the way that the United States protects freedom of the press is important as a benchmark of the rest of the world.
Last year, over 900 different writers came under attack. When we registered tonight, each of us was given a piece of paper with a name and story of one of these courageous writers, many of whom were killed or imprisoned because of their writing. We do this to remember that behind the statistics are individuals, just like you, just like myself, just like Israel. One of the writers whose name you will hold up is Tariq Gornersel. Tariq is a contributor to SamsoniaWay.org and visited us in Pittsburgh in 2013. Another is the Nobel Peace Prize laureate Liu Xiaobo, who wrote to us about the condition of poets in China and invited us to meet him there. Even winning a Nobel Prize didn't protect him from imprisonment. In a few moments, I am going to ask you to raise your placards, this piece of paper, in front of you. Not now, a little bit later. Then the lights will be turned out and turned on to bright, and the names on the placards will glow. While we hold out the placards, photos and video will be taken. Defending and celebrating creative free expression is our core mission here at City of Asylum, Pittsburgh. These photographs and the video will continue our campaign to protest the persecution of writers and to make Pittsburgh known as a haven for creative free expression, a place that cares deeply about art and artists and is a leader in defending human rights. We are that, right, Pittsburgh? Yeah. While you hold up your placards, you will hear the author Russell Banks read a brief excerpt from the character of City of Asylum. Please keep up your placard until his reading is over. So, are you ready? Yes. Israel and I are going to count to 3, and we are going to do it. I have to say that from here you look a lot, so it's going to be great. Okay, so
1,
2,
3.
Literature is a solitary art. Writers are consequently weak and vulnerable to attack. The spontaneity of their imagination is their only weapon, and this is seen as a danger by tolerant minds for the simple reason that it enables the world to be reinterpreted, created anew.
thank you so much. Thank you, Israel. Good luck.
Thank you.
是一只被追捕的野兽。我是一只刚复活的野兽。我是被野兽践踏的野兽。我是践踏野兽的野兽。
I tell you true. I can't stop drinking. I can't stop drinking, I tell you true. Since I watched my daughter perish. She burned to death inside a car. I lost what I most cherish. I saw the angels hold her as I screamed with useless hope. I can't stop drinking, I tell you true. It's the only way I cope. I can't stop drinking. I can't stop drinking, I tell you true. Since I found my sister dead. She hung herself to stop the rapes. I found her in the shed. That rapist bastard still lives here, unpunished in this town. town. I can't stop drinking, I tell you true, since I cut her down. I can't stop drinking. I can't stop drinking, I tell you true, since my mother passed away. They found her battered down the creek. I miss her more each day. My family blame me for her death. Their words have made me wild. I can't stop drinking, I tell you true, 'cause I was just a child. So if you see someone like me, who's drunk and loud and cursing, don't judge too hard, 'cause you don't know what sorrows we are nursing. First time. Sit down in the dirt and brush away them flies. Sit down in the dirt and avoid them many eyes. Hey, I never done no wrong to you, so why you look at me? But if you gotta check me out, well, go ahead, feel free. I feel that magic thing you do. You crawl beneath my skin to read the story of my soul, to find out where I've been. And now, yous mob, you make me wait, so I just sit and sit. English words seem useless. I know language just a bit. I sit quiet way, not lonely, 'cause this country sings loud songs. I never been out here before, but I feel like I belong. It's 3 days now, the mob come back, big smiles are on their face. This your grandmother's country here, this your grandmother's country here, this is your homeland place. We got a shock when we seen you. We got a shock when we seen you. You got your nana's face. We was real sad when she went missing in that cold Port Pirie place. I understand my feelings now. Tears push behind my eyes. I'll sit on this soil any time and brush away them flies. I'll dance with mob on this red land, Munda Wirral place. I'll dance away them half-caste lies, 'cause I got my nana's face.
Some definitions for song. The speech of birds, as in bird song, but with exceptions, pigeons do not sing, vultures do not sing. a bargain or a very small sum, as in, he bought it for a song. Think what we could purchase with songs thrown across the counter and landing more softly than coins, perhaps then the origin of the expression to sing for your supper. The troubled sound that escapes from a woman's mouth while she dreams of fire, also any sound that escapes, also anything that escapes, a passage out, the fling up of hands, a prison break is a song, the parting of the Red Sea was a song in Israel. There are many songs, but there should have been 6 million more across the Atlantic. There are many songs, but we needed 10 million more. Song was a state during the Eastern Zhao spring and autumn period, 770 to 476 BC. Its capital was Shanku. Anything that climbs is a song. Vines are a song. My father, 70 years old at the top of the Aki tree, is a song. All planes are songs. Song was a low-cost airline operated by Delta. Tourists were flown by Song to Florida. Song's last flight was on the 30th of April, 2006. All that pleases the heart, all that pleases the ear, the final measure of joy. When we have lost song, we have lost everything. A common surname in Korea, often transliterated as Sung. What would it mean if your name was Song? Song is the third and final album of Lullaby for the Working Class. It was released on the 19th of October, 1999. Songs often refer to songs as in, he shall encompass me with a song. Sing unto the Lord a new song. Sing a song of sixpence. Just sing a song. Sing a song. Thank you. A short biography of the singer man. The singer man, born in 1903, has lived in Spalding, in Lime Tree Grove, in a village called Rim. Wherever there were no roads, wherever the hills rose up like a flock of green parrots, you would find him. Singer man, paid ½ shilling a week, dug trenches, filled the pits with mortar and bits of broken stone, but singer man's most crucial job was to lift up Mentos, to time Chichibodo to the swing of a workman's hammer, and no one knew if it was the hammer or if it was the song, but there was no rock so strong to resist the fourth accented beat that hung in the singer man's song. Brochure. Brochure. Avoid the 3-lane highways. Drive on the singer man's roads. Your journey, even when bumpy, will be sweet. The ascents lifting you as in a chorus. The sharp corners turning you like a force of melody. There's a back road that sings its offbeat way up Stony Hill, built, of course, by the singer man. And the slim road to Mount Pleasant, also built by the singer man. And yes, it was the singer man who orchestrated the long road to Portland, made it full of waterfalls, so that a man and his mule traversing its miles could forget for a while the solemnity of their loads. Please, when you visit Jamaica, drive on the singer man's roads. The color of the singer man's songs. If the singer man had come to America, he would have sung the blues. He would have sung the blues with a voice like John the Baptist, with a tongue covered in sand, and his blues would have been that kind of blues that is fed on locust and honey blues, like a cry that cometh from the wilderness blues, like the sound of warthogs alarmed at the sky. And the singer man would have sung it from his field in Arkansas straight to Harold Arlen's sitting room, and Arlen would have gone to the keys to write a song more sad than blues in the night. But the singer man did not come to America. He stayed right there, so bless up to him and his song and all music that is sad in its own color. Bless up to the notes that fall like flakes of rust. Bless up to every song that makes its own way out of Dungle, a path straight through ghettos. Bless up to the mentors which becomes ska, which becomes rubber dub, which becomes legend. Bless up all the red gold songs, all the weary evening time songs, songs given to us by the singer man.
Dreams are evil, and I prefer nightmares. They show you what goes on in here reflects what goes on out there. Dreams lie. They lead you down a path where white chocolate flows undammed and mulberries fall unshaken from the trees. Nothing is less faithful, less real, or more untrue than a dream. Ask yourself, does your every waking moment have to be this hard? I, for one, am tired of spending sleepless nights chasing hesitant tomorrows, biding my time just to spend it mending broken things that have no wish to be fixed. So I will not spin and spin inside this skin. I will not spin and spin inside this skin. I will not mourn a future I never had. I refuse to bleed myself for an almost tomorrow rooted in the distant echoes of a once familiar voice chanting, I know I can, I know I can, because I know I can. Be the girl I am right now. Live the life I have right now. Maybe even choose to be the dream I'm in right now. Maybe then it won't seem so hard just to breathe right now. Poems are bullshit unless they teach. Poems serve no purpose unless they reach the audience they are written for, the ears they are meant for. See, you could write the perfect love poem. Tell us how you teased her till she let you touch her. But if she can't remember you, then, sir, I'm afraid your poetry didn't do what it was supposed to. Because I've heard war poems that hid behind fancy syllables and metaphors, quietly comfortable with the thought of coming to blows over why they should fight for anything at all. And once I wrote a hope poem, one of those there's a future type poems. But it never spoke till what few wishes we had left broke. I've even seen live poems that wait till the audience is gone, then begin humming softly as a song, murdering any sense of rhythm they might have had at all. So I'm thinking of crafting an It's Too Late poem. I'll build it up till it sounds like metal bats against tin cans, loud and outrageous still. Might be too little, too late, because this generation wants fast poems that can outrace us, outface us, maybe even take us to where we've never been. Quick as sin, a look at me poem that says, open up your eyes and see you can't even speak your mind, yet you still believe that you and we are free from something or someone, anyone. Give me a neon poem, black, red, white, yellow, purple, pink, even lime poem that will teach all other wannabe poems how to grow up and become real type poems. Because poems, I told you, Pittsburgh, poems are bullshit unless they teach, and they serve absolutely no purpose unless they reach someone. Desert dwellers, we do not know the geography of what lies beyond the sea, nor what a canal or a walkway or alley is. How one might suddenly, while walking past a dream, be beset and all at once come upon the need for some narrow way out. But we are familiar with a passaging. Not enough for us the word, the place to end so abruptly abandoned with an E closed. It must sing openly to show how continuous its tense, its purpose for being. We are children of onomatopoeia. But in a world with this many new sounds, what to call a thing that shows you worlds through glass in as many tongues as there are us? loud square box that it is, and at the press of a button, except perhaps to liken it to a clay pot filled with moving pictures. We cannot bring ourselves to say goosebump. What are these? Geese. But we can touch skin and say these are children of the wind. How could they be anyone else's? Our pronouns neutral, ungendered, serve only to name you as human, ineffective perhaps for those who walk their days so far from the desert, in a world that demands on sight before delivery the pointing out of breast and skirt, the naming of appendage and head held back, all the atoms in their fluty glory. And this fish-eater's tongue curls itself a hard hand around even my own throat. I am at the airport chasing another dream. But first, I must walk my 40 nights across this most bordered of borderless lands. No new nomad, I tread carefully here in this no man's land. For I do not know who is king or how he kings. The officer says, and not for the first time, so you are Botswanian. I want badly, as though it were a pregnant thirst feeding upon itself, to say to him, what is this Botswanian? Is it a thing, a person? Is it welcome? But I remember then that I am a guest here, and under this tenuous position must borrow another's tongue, itself an unflagged passport, a wooden baton to carry forth, to beat back the blurred and buried bloodlines, the assumptions in all their complexions, the unasked questions. And the day they come to take back their English as they have everything else, that day seems less and less of itself, for they may have this, a gift willingly returned, an echo. We will keep its fracturing bones openly secreted as architecture for this new and airport-friendly tongue. We will hang our standard upon its hardwood frame of oak or acacia, it matters not. This other, our tongue singeing every crevice, singing through its every corridor, the very alleys and passageways we could not name before as anything more than a path, at the very least, a bridge beneath the wetness that is distance. Thank you.
Frogs. The part that we avoided was not the heart, but what we called the pouch. For it still swelled, or seemed to, and there was plenty of horror cutting into what made the music, or at least the agency, you might call it. And more than one of us retched And as you know, that can become contagious. Think of a room full of pouches exploding. Think of the music on a summer night with no one conducting. And think of how warm it might be and how love songs may have gotten started there. I didn't start taking myself seriously as a poet until the white began to appear in my cheek. All before was amusement and affection. Now, like a hare, like a hare, like a hare, I watched the turtle lift one horrible leg over the last remaining stile and head for home, practically roaring with virtue. Suddenly everything is up there in the head. All the beauty of the race gone, and my life merely an allegory. Counting. You remind me, always, it's 13 years. Though when I sit with my calendar or after, with just my fingers, I can't remember or just confuse myself by trying to put my things in order. But I am almost always wrong, and I have to empty the room and pull the blinds down and fold up the rug and sweep the floor and put a wooden chair under the window so I can think by squeezing the rungs until the veins in my hands turn blue. For in the beginning, I climbed into your car, and 2 weeks later, though neither of us gave it a thought, we walked across the street for breakfast, where there was an ocean nearby, and that's the morning we started counting. I love the cows best when they are a few feet away from my dining room table window and my pine floor. When they reach in to kiss me with their wet mouths and their white noses. I love them when they walk over the garbage cans and across the cellar doors, over the sidewalks and through the metal chairs and the birdseed. Let me reach out through the thin curtains and feel the warm air of May. It is the temperature of the whole galaxy. All the bright clouds and clusters, beasts and heroes, glittering singers and isolated thinkers at pasture. I don't want to go to Hemingway's house. Let him come to mine. Walk in and we'll do the killers at my kitchen table. He with his back to the Japanese maple, me with my back to the Maytag. Ginger ale for one, white rime the other. The dragon and the mayfly, death and the knowledge of death, monk and bar talk, all the same to me. In all these rotten shops, in all this broken furniture and wrinkled ties, and baseball trophies and coffee pots, I have never seen a post-war Philco with the automatic eye, nor heard Ravel's Bolero the way I did in 1945 in that tiny living room on Beechwood Boulevard. Nor danced as I did then, my knives all flashing, my hair all streaming, my mother red with laughter, my father cupping his left hand under his armpit, doing the dance of old Ukraine, the sound of his skin, half drum, half fart, the world at last a meadow, the three of us whirling and singing, the three of us screaming and falling, as if we were dying, as if we could never stop. In 1945, in Pittsburgh, beautiful, filthy Pittsburgh, home of the evil, evil melons, 5,000 miles away from the other dancing, in Poland and Germany. Oh God of mercy, oh wild God. Thank you.
Hello. My name is Karen Simpson. I am the administrative assistant over at the City of Asylum, Pittsburgh. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the next collaboration because it's a collaboration between the entire North Side and Oliver Lake. You see, during the past year, Oliver and a focus group moderator met with numerous North Siders and organizations to discuss what it's like to live on the North Side. Oliver has created lyrics for songs by sampling excerpts from the transcripts. Next April, he will be premiering an entire evening of North Side-based songs. There'll be dancers, poets, and musicians like Sean Jones and the actor-singer Tammy Dixon. Tonight, Oliver and Tammy will give us a taste of the evening by performing one song, Stoopin' is a Verb. Then the big band will do a short set of jazz as a finale to the evening. I present to you Oliver and Tammy.
I think we're gonna, you should use this mic. Maybe we should come over. I count three. One, two, three.
Is a verb. Stoop is a verb. Stoop is a verb. Stoop is a verb in my neighborhood. 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 Stoop is a
Long time ago, the North Side wasn't even considered a part of Pittsburgh. It was across the bridge. Across the bridge. Across the bridge.
Across the bridge.
North Side, it's a well-kept secret. I live in a neighborhood where stoop is a verb, mostly spontaneous. Why? Just cause. Would you like a glass of wine? And you should be here on Halloween. Halloween, we buy 30 to 40 pounds of candy because 300 kids come to us. We sit on the porch and give out candy. Hey, cuz. Hey, cuz. Why you call me cuz? Because we all family on the North Side. On the North Side.
On the North Side.
I like the air, not just breathing air. I mean the air of the people. The back and forthness.
The back and forthness.
The back and forthness. After moving to the North Side, my stress level went from a 5 or 6 story building to the level below my knees. I'm a happy camper. Thank you very much.
My friends are my neighbors. A family you get to pick. A family you get to pick. What binds us in this community? I think children bind us for people who have kids, but I also think the same thing that binds neighborhoods are the same things that tear it apart. What binds us? Gardens. When you put your hands in the soil, it's a communion that makes community.
That's so Manchester. Back in the day, that's when, like he said, we were people of color. We were all over the place. Now we're just dots.
Now we're just dots.
Now we're just dots. My grandmother, she found it easy to live here on the North Side. We will cut up the hog and fight over the oink. On the North Side, be careful of who you talk to because you never know. This could be a family member. And I found that out to be extremely true. Everybody's connected. Connected.
Stoop is a verb. Stoop is a verb. Stoop sitting happens a lot. I'll tell you what, it's stooping. You can go up any street any Friday night and there are people up there with wine and hors d'oeuvres and say, hi, how you doing? And it's just, well, it starts with one person sitting on their steps and then another brings wine
so you're not getting the leftover mac and cheese. You're getting the good stuff from out the fridge, and it happens in minutes. It could be a Monday night and you have your plans, but everybody say, we're stupid at 6.
On the north side.
On the north side.
The north side. You know, I mean, like I said, I love the north side. I always like the north side. I like the ladies on the north side.
Hey.
I loved it, but I was cautious. But I was cautious. The north side. Yeah. So we'd like to conclude this concert with 2 pieces. This piece is called Stutter. couldn't do it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pittsburgh. Thank you, City of Asylum. Big band. Thank you for coming out.
Give a few brief words. City of Asylum was founded in 2004, October, to protect writers exiled under threat of persecution. At the time, we didn't think about it, but we've discovered that protecting endangered writers has reminded us that we should value, protect, and encourage creative expression right here at home. It's a little like when you walk to work the same place, same way every day, you quit noticing things. And when you have an exiled writer living in our community, it's made us pay attention to things that we didn't pay attention to before. For us at City of Asylum, we have great writers in exile, but we also have great writers and other artists here in Pittsburgh, and we have a great artist in Oliver Lake, and the poets here this evening, and that Samsonia Way has become a place to create. I want to thank everybody here for reminding us just how important this is. I want to also thank our sponsors. It takes a lot of money to produce this and keep it free. I want to thank our volunteers because money is just not enough. I want to thank our staff. They bring it all together. They sweat the details, so you saw them running around. And I would also like to thank my wife, Diane, who's my co-founder and who's invisible here, but is there every day doing things for City of Asylum. And I also finally want to thank you, our audience, because without you, we'd never make it to our 10th year. City of Asylum's 10th year is coming up, and it's only possible because of you, because of artists, volunteers, and sponsors. Thank you all again. Have a great night. Thank you.